Whoa. Ooh, cool. That flyby seemed a little dangerous. Emergency. That don't seem good. But I'm not too worried because there's no dramatic music, so this person will probably be fine. These cutscenes really do like to draw themselves out, don't they? Oof. That didn't sound good. Ah! Could have hit me. Whoa, look at that. Can I drive it? Oh. Piers. Hello.
Thanks.
Oh, hello. You must be the new friend that Colonel Emma mentioned in her report. Having just woken up after all that time, I'm sure you're dying to get home and take a shower. Unfortunately, the west gate is closed at the moment. If you want to enter the city, you need to use the elevator at the top of the stairs. They'll probably open the gate soon, thanks to the great work you guys did killing the monsters that were causing all that trouble. They're not monsters, they're animals, and we're on their territory. But until then, you have to forgive the inconvenience. Please understand. I have amnesia. I don't understand anything. But you know, I'll just roll with it. Whoa. So easily impressed. It's a cutscene. It's loading. Oh, cool. Got an achievement. Whoa. Feet. Oh, were those my feet? Wow, this music's kind of cool. We got that, you know, emotional vibe to it. But, the kind of emotional vibe where, you're on your friends with a road trip and you just, recognize how good life is, you know? I love music like this. I really do. Inspiring, epic music like this makes me want to go out on an adventure, be a hero, like in the game. That's how games help us to escape, understand ourselves, understand others.
Not too shabby, huh?
Inspire us, you know?
For a giant beached spaceship.
Anyway, that's my TED Talk for the day. Thank you for listening.
But, like it or
My
not, this place is our
30-second
home
TED Talk. This place is pretty cool.
now. We took the name from the city it was modeled after back on Earth.
Ooh, what is it?
We call it New Los Angeles.
Not
Welcome
San
to
Francisco?
LA.
Or New York? Or, another popular city?
And so it was that another survivor came to join our band of refugees.
Wait, who's narrating this?
Together, we resolved to forge a new way of
Ooh,
life here
big
on
robot.
Mira, come what may.
Oh, there's a
New
cat!
LA was our beautiful lie to ourselves.
Beautiful
Truth is,
lie.
We were adrift, heading into the unknown.
Oh, pretending like everything's fine. But, nobody forgot what happened. Just because the city... This
Our
does
native
not
home
look
was
like
gone,
LA.
swallowed in a shroud of light.
Well, maybe that's what LA looked like in
And our future
2054,
was
but I kind of
uncertain.
doubt it.
We had no idea what fate lay in store for us.
That's only 32 years. That's enough for everything to get all
Only
high-tech.
that we had to keep living in order to see it.
I mean, you're right about that. Whoa! There's grass. Whoa, that's a really cool shot, actually. Can you imagine what this game would look like if it was updated and it got a definitive edition, for Switch? The game looks pretty, but imagine with even better graphics how it'd look. Wow! Loading screen!
How about a quick tour of the facilities to refresh your memory?
If you think it'll help, can I get some food?
Let's start with your living quarters. Follow me.
I have a house already. Doobie doobie doo boo. What happened to all the cool music? I feel like for future technology that should move faster.
Citizens of New Los Angeles, good day. This is your Director General, Maurice Chausson.
Chosan.
Today, I once again come to you with news I am truly delighted to share.
Was it good news?
Yesterday, we repatriated 10 more White Whale crew members.
There are other ones
These
like me?
fellow pioneers will rejoin our ranks as citizens of NLA, bringing with them skills and know-how that will bolster our ability to survive and indeed flourish here in our new home.
Cool.
This, of course, is only the latest success in our continuing efforts.
Director General? Since when?
Weren't you only out for like a
2
day?
days ago, ma'am.
How long was she gone? Hold up.
From political aide to director general in just a few weeks. At this rate, he'll be emperor by next month.
Is that foreshadowing?
Irina? Gwyn?
Nice
Cool.
work out there, ma'am.
I'll show interest. I want to be nice.
Right. Introductions. Irina Akulov, Gwyn Evans.
This one of the survivors, Colonel?
Yes.
The survivor. I only found a single pod intact at Starfall Basin.
So he lied?
Wait, what? What happened to 10 more crew members?
Come on, seriously? Chosan was never one to let the truth get in the way of a good speech.
But like, if you were
Still,
truly good
every
at
last
giving
survivor
speeches, you
counts.
would be able to tell the truth and still
You
give
can
a
call
really
me
inspiring
Irina.
speech.
I'm with the Interceptors.
Just saying.
Me too. Same division. You can call me Mr. Evans. Or just Gwyn.
Okay.
The three of us were in the Coalition forces together.
Cool.
Specifically, the Special Operations Heavy Armor Training Unit.
But your armor doesn't
AKA
look
the
that
skeleton
heavy.
crew. I was a colonel and Irina a lieutenant. Gwyn was a more recent recruit.
So like, did you
Of
know
course,
this
I keep
war?
telling them we don't
the
need
aliens
those
were
old
coming?
ranks anymore now that we're here.
This still
You're
got to be
still
order.
Colonel to me, ma'am. No reorg will ever change that.
What is she now?
And that's not about chain of command either. It's about respect. You've earned it.
I feel that.
And the award for best ass kiss goes to...
Well, that
I'd
wasn't
remind
very
you both
nice.
the ma'ams aren't necessary if I thought you'd listen.
She doesn't seem like she's that much older than them.
All right, ma'am. We should be getting back to work. Until next time, Colonel.
But they do look young. My character doesn't look that young, but
Right.
like...
We should be going too. The administrative district isn't far.
Mhm.
That's where you'll be calling home. For now, anyway.
But my species lives for a long time anyway, so... Even if I was, like, older, I'd still be young. From, like, biological standards. Chapter 1, New Los Angeles. What food is Los Angeles known for? Like, do they have an even better version of that food? Man, I wish it would have been New York. I want some pizza. But to be fair, this is a lot more accurate because the nice part of LA is literally only a few blocks. The rest of it was like not the nicest city. So guess they're like, we need a smaller map. We'll pick a city that's not actually that huge, but it's still pretty popular and famous. Whoa. Ooh, cool. Well, that flyby seemed a little dangerous. Emergency. That don't seem good. But I'm not too worried because there's no dramatic music, so this person will probably be fine. These cutscenes really do like to, like, draw themselves out, don't they? Oof. That didn't sound good. Ah! Could have hit me. I gotta gotta say, like, for an old game, like, the facial expressions do convey a lot of emotion. I'm impressed. Graphics have been good for a long time. It's just now they're, like, super amazingly fantastic. He does not seem happy. He did almost crash. Well, hey! Are those like... Those are Minato earrings. Hold up. That's really cool. Or her hair beads or braids or whatever they are. They're in her hair. I guess they're not earrings. But they look like little Minatos. That's a really cool detail. That's awesome.
Look, I know what exhaust smells like, and it was exhaust in the cockpit. Just check the ductwork, would you?
Oh, I'm checking. I just seriously doubt... Hey, look at that. The intake exhaust bypass is reversed. Oh man, it's a good thing I caught that.
You caught that? You're the one who cleared me to fly.
Everything okay? It's not like you to flub a flight check, Lynn.
That means
Good
she's
thing
like
you
really
had a
smart.
rugged pilot like Doug at the controls.
Oh, hey Elma. How'd it go out there? And would this be one of the you-know-who's?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm Lynn Lee Koo, mechanic and top all-around fix-it gal for Blade.
So she is very smart then. Found out how old Lynn looks skeptical or look worried. I'm gonna look worried because that seems less disrespectful than like look skeptical. You know, if you're smart and apply yourself, you can do great things at a young age.
Yeah. Well, that, doesn't usually happen.
Let's be honest, guys.
We
Things
know it
usually
doesn't,
always
Lynn.
go wrong
Look, I
around
know
new
what you're
people.
thinking,
You know.
but believe me,
So
young
I
as
feel
she
it.
may look, and yes,
I understand.
she is young. She's actually one of our top talents.
Most of the time, that is. Most of the time.
Even geniuses can get something wrong every
Anyway,
once in a while.
You guys heading back to the barracks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you ask?
As long as you're here, why don't I take you on the transport? It's a great way to see the city. I'll give you the grand tour.
That sounds like a great idea.
Or take it.
All right, Doug, I think that'll be all for today. You can clean up here and dock the Skell.
What?
Don't mind the exhaust. I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Don't mind it. Wait, why am I cleaning up your mess in the first place? Lynn! Lynn!
Because geniuses need their space to work. Don't you understand? Huh, okay, cool. Add her to our party. Now we got a new party member, Shield Trooper. Shield? Excuse me, why is the 14-year-old our tank, which means she's going to be taking the brunt of the damage and first in the line of fire? I don't think that's the most These people are not responsible. That's going to be the theme of this game. How irresponsible is society in the future? We've got a 14-year-old going up against, like, the brunt of the attacks. I was fighting creatures when I was still, like, stasis sick, and I'm a civilian, so there's a good chance I didn't have any combat training. I had to fight Grexes. They only sent her out, and she was out for days in that dangerous jungle. This is all kinds of wrong. That's all I'm saying. All kinds of wrong. Ooh. There's still wheels. It's not just all hover technology. Yeah, I guess 30 years isn't reasonable enough time to expect all of that, I guess. I mean, but that's hovering, so why do they still need wheels? If they can go straight up and down like that, I don't think they would need wheels.
Everything from up here.
I guess just to land.
It beats walking, that's for sure.
Something to cushion against.
The best way to see NLA.
Ooh, a
Never
moon.
get tired of this view. It's like a different city every time.
It's certainly come a long way in the last few weeks.
Oh, because they're still like building everything up.
There's still so much to be done.
Yeah, I mean, it's only
One day
been
at a time.
2 months. I can't imagine you could, even with future tech, like build an entire city
Speaking of which,
that
we
quickly.
don't really have time for a full pleasure cruise here. Why don't you give us the express tour, Lynn? Just the highlights.
Okay, you got it.
Where are the windows?
New LA is divided into 4 districts. We departed
One.
from the industrial
Oh.
district, where Doug and I were conducting the flight test.
Cool.
It has food production, skill development, you know, industries and stuff.
So, like, do people farm inside the city or outside the city?
It's also where the West Gate is located, remember? Expect to pass through there fairly often.
Oh, cool, cars.
The only other gate out of the city is in the administrative district, but I'm skipping ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Next is the commercial district.
No, how nice.
Restaurants, galleries, cafes, clothing, groceries, you name it.
Never been to LA,
It's a veritable shopping
but I guess this is
paradise.
what, like, the shopping places look like.
The CD is the closest thing to a downtown we've got. It can actually get pretty crowded sometimes.
How many people are
Well,
here?
by NLA standards anyway. Day or night, the best and only bargains on the planet.
I was about to say, the only... Wait, what do you guys use for
To
money
your right,
in this society?
the residential district.
Like, would that even
Housing,
matter?
Housing and more housing.
I guess there has to be some kind of
Plus a
monetary
nice park
system.
And the cathedral.
If you're ever looking for quiet time alone, or want to relax and unwind with a good book, that's the spot.
I think I'd rather read a book in my
Right.
room.
The park is my favorite place to just zone out and chill.
Going to the park, I want to, like, I don't know, play
And
volleyball or
last
something.
but not least,
Tennis?
our
Badminton?
destination,
I love badminton.
Administrative
Who loves badminton? If you like
Third
badminton,
Central
comment
Park, then LA.
badminton in the comments below, Con Clan.
Note the distinct dual-level structure here. The upper level holds our administrative tower, home to Blade HQ and the government.
The government!
Not to mention Armory Alley as well as the barracks where we live. The lower level there is a hangar complex for skell maintenance and repairs.
Wait, is the barracks just where, like, people in Blade live, or is it where everybody lives? Probably just people in Blade.
And this concludes our tour. We will be landing shortly.
Cool.
Thanks, Lynn.
So what happens
We'll
after we
save the
land?
rest of orientation for once we're back at the barracks.
Cool, cool. Whee! Coming in hot. Alright, are the wheels coming back out? Yep. Okay, so it's just so it has something to, like, cushion against when it lands. That makes sense, you know. But wait a second. Do helicopters now have wheels? I think they just have those struts that they land on. I mean, planes have wheels, but that's because they have to keep moving forward as they, like,
Enjoy
brake.
your stay in the administrative district, and thank you for flying Lindley Airlines.
Oh, she was flying?
Right. Let's get you over to the barracks. Then I should file my report.
But didn't you already
They'll be eager to hear the
file
details on
one
how I found you,
if
I'm
they know
sure.
that I was found?
Well then, we better not keep them waiting. The barracks are pretty close, actually. They're set up just behind the giant blade tower here.
That tower does not look like a blade. It does kind of look
That
like a
road there
lightsaber hilt,
wraps around
though.
the left side and leads right to it.
Cool. Alright, we'll check it out.
We'll pass through Armory Alley, but let's not get sidetracked, okay? We can check it out later.
Later, later, later. I understand. I understand. He was like, this planet is acting like there's less gravity. New cutscene. Blade Barracks. BB.
And here we are, the Blade Barracks. Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
But you would know who I really am, right? Like, you'd have at least my picture, and
think I
then you'd
can
know
answer
my
that
name
one.
and stuff. Like, you would know who I am, where I come from.
So, you must be the latest rescue.
That I am, good sir.
Secretary Nagi!
Ms. Ku. Chipper as always, I see.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I ran into
Pepper
Doug
is
Barrett
probably
on
my
the way
middle
here,
name.
and
Dr.
he
Pepper.
didn't seem
Or
quite
it
so
should be.
upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No. Nothing to worry about.
Nothing that won't be fixed tomorrow, right?
Be sure it stays that way.
Why is he wearing white
More
gloves?
importantly, Elma.
The rest of his, like,
You found
outfit
another
is
one.
not light
Excellent
colors.
work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Like, Elma's wearing some white. She could probably pull off white
Now,
gloves, but it just
as
seems
for
out of place on
officially
his outfit.
registering our new citizen here.
Why
Yay.
don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
Yeah. I mean, you right there.
Yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us.
I did have to
Please,
fight, like,
after you.
several creatures.
I'll put on some tea.
Ooh. I want cinnamon in my tea. And I know this sounds weird, but syrup. Syrup and tea is actually pretty good. I think I might like it better than honey because like it dissolves better. I feel like. And even if some of it clumps to the bottom, it's not as nasty as like getting a whole mouthful of honey at the end compared to just like a mouthful of syrup. I guess it depends on like how thick the syrup you buy is too, like how well it dissolves into the tea. You make sure you got to do it while it's still hot so it actually dissolves. You know, if you do it cold, then it's like ugh, like it's just gonna all stick to the bottom. Especially with honey, yeah. Just use syrup. Use syrup, and put some cinnamon in there, right, to get those kind of flavors mixed in. It's like you're drinking breakfast. It's great.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi.
Hello, good sir.
You may remember me as Captain of the White Whale.
I don't remember
Now
anything.
I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
Okay.
He's also my superior officer.
So the military and the police
And
are
he'll
one
be
and
an
the same
excellent
here.
person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a job right here with Blade? He seems capable.
Considering I did have to fight a whole
Let's
bunch
give
of
it a little
creatures
more
like
time.
right out of
At least
stasis.
until he knows enough to be able to make an informed decision.
I respect that.
He seems to be suffering from some form of memory loss.
Yeah,
Memory loss. From the stasis?
I hope so.
He could barely remember his name, and nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White Whale.
His memory's gonna come back?
I see.
Is that a part of the story?
Though, come to think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months?
Yeah.
It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
My thoughts exactly.
But what about getting caught up on the rest of my life before all this?
Well then, where should we begin?
Do I have family? Ask how I ended up on Mira. Ask for more information about Blade. Ask about registration. Let's ask how we ended up on Mira.
It started at the end, 2 years ago.
Okay.
The end of Earth. The casualty of a battle between 2 hyper-advanced alien civilizations.
Huh?
Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants.
I mean, that makes
naked,
sense, because like
powerless.
any alien race
The
that'd be
Earth
able to
was
travel
reduced
to our
to ash.
planet would have better technology than our
Blown
planet,
away.
because we can't travel to other planets. So by the very nature of them being able to come to us, it would have superior
I
technology.
still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
Where were you?
No one can know that, Elma. What we do know is without you, there'd have been no Project Exodus, and no escape for any of us.
Yeah, it didn't look like you're gonna be able to
Do it
fight those
perfectly?
aliens off.
No. But we are here, and we are alive. We survived. So yes, Project Exodus.
Yeah.
Once we learned the Earth might be threatened, we needed a plan to preserve all her various life forms.
Cool, cool.
That plan was the Earth Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Yeah. So, like, were you planning to find a
Those of
barren
us who
planet
escaped on
and
the White Whale
terraform it,
spent
or
over
just
2
find an
years
habitable
wandering in
planet?
space.
Over 2
2
years.
hard years.
Okay, so that answered my question from earlier.
But we clung to our mission. Find a habitable planet and settle there.
Okay.
We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
Yeah, I still don't understand why.
The xenoforms found us again, and, well, it
Why
wasn't
did
a
they
happy
attack the
reunion.
Earthlings, even when they were trying to escape Earth? If they were
wasn't
fighting
enough. They wanted
the.
humanity destroyed.
But that doesn't make sense. They were fighting a whole other race.
For better and for
If Earth was
worse,
just a casualty,
we were
why are they
close to planet
purposely
Mira
trying to
when we
like
lost control of the White Whale.
take out
Inertia
humans?
and
Like they
gravity
took out their
took us from
ships
there.
and they destroyed the planet, and they even tracked the other
ship
ones
had
down to
taken way
destroy
too
them.
much damage to survive entering the atmosphere
Obviously, humans
intact.
aren't that much of a threat, so why are they after
We had
us?
no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat.
I mean, yeah, that was probably the smart play. Thankfully, there's a breathable atmosphere.
Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state.
Mm-hmm.
Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government.
So what happened to the other ships that
Basically,
survived?
making it a sustainable city.
I guess we can't worry about that right now. There's no communication or anything, and yeah. All right, let's answer more questions.
Blade is an acronym.
I figured.
Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting, I think.
And
It's a
a
relatively
mouthful.
new organization. Up there in space, we had plenty of provisions, and a crew trained to handle the limited amount of situations we might encounter.
Obviously
on our
not
travels.
well enough to stop
But
the
of course,
aliens from
all
blowing
that
your ship
changed
up.
after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams,
Wait,
surveyors.
so did a lot of people
police.
not survive that
The
battle?
list goes on and on. It
That
was
were in
too
other
much
parts
for
of the ship?
provisional government to
That's
manage
sad.
on its own. So Blade was born. The
Yeah, I need
idea
some
was
kind
to
of
have
law
one
enforcement.
central organization with different disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers.
Am I a former soldier?
But fighting isn't our most important duty.
Yeah.
Right now, we have a single top priority that supersedes all others. The search for and recovery of the Lifehold.
Ooh, the life hold. It's the
Take a look at
MacGuffin of
this.
this game, I'm guessing. Ooh, hologram. Jarvis.
The White Whale was designed to
Whoa.
carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis,
So why was I not on the white
all
whale?
housed in a structure called the Lifehold.
Life hold.
This is a complete schematic of that facility.
Looks kind of
Only
big. I don't know
essential
what the scale
personnel were
is.
conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers,
Essential.
and of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary.
Which didn't work out.
But the vast majority were in the Lifehold. Are in the Lifehold.
Yeah, is it,
With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued.
that thing gonna like run out of juice if we don't
But
find him soon?
There's a problem. We now know the Lifehold broke apart along with the rest of the ship when we came down on Mira.
That's not good at all.
What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know.
I guess that makes sense why like there's no one else around me.
Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
Well, I guess there were. I was the only one that was like alive. So like people are in stasis all over the planet. There are big monsters out there. Like I hope we can find them before like their stasis pods get broken or whatever.
Ah, yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation.
But if I'm
We also
registering,
ask
I
you
don't
report
have
any
one.
personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health.
Shouldn't you know
All
this?
purely as a precaution. I'm sure you
I
understand.
mean, I guess unless they just shoveled
As
people
the
in and
caretakers
didn't ask
of humanity's
questions because they were trying to get everybody in the
we
ship so
all
they could
have
blast
certain
off.
responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
In any case,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure this is all a lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time.
I mean,
Ms. Koo,
I'm gonna need a job.
even I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air? Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
It didn't seem that brief, but you know, okay. So, I guess this is the recruitment drive for them to ask me to be a member of Blade. But we will have to find out if I want to join Blade next time, Con Clan. So I hope you guys are just as excited for the race to Xenoblade Chronicles 3 as I am. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please do all the things, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you do not miss any episodes of this playthrough and the other games we'll be playing. And as always, Con Clan, be as daring as a dinosaur.
I am Nicholas Khan. Khan Clan gonna get strong. Any obstacle in my way, I bust down and keep moving along. Keep moving along.